Good day, everybody. So I thought I would just show you a few things here. First of all, in my last video, I talked about the importance of soaking nuts. And so here I have 2 walnuts, 2 Brazil nuts, 3 almonds, and some pumpkin seed. And they have been soaking in water with a little bit of Himalayan salt since early this morning. And this evening, after my last meal of the day, I will eat those. And so by then, the enzyme inhibitors, the phytic acid will all be neutralized so that my body will be able to absorb the rich nutrients that are in these nuts and seeds and be able to digest them well. Great source of minerals, vitamins, and omega-3 fats. It's important to include nuts and seeds and overt fats in a high-carb, low-fat vegan diet. It's just the amount. Like if you look at my hand and look at how much is there, I mean, that's just a small handful. And you don't have to do it every night, but or every day. But I would say even, every second day would be a good practice just to make sure that you're getting the overt fats in. They are important. Again, it's a matter of how much. And, that depends too. Like, I think when you're younger, you're a teenager or you're in your early 20s, you can handle a lot more fat, especially if you're active. That's another important thing as well. Age and activity, like how physically active are you? But as you get older, your body changes. And for me, I have found personally, I have had to lower the fat. So I like to keep it within the 10% range of my total caloric intake. But if you're younger, I think you're good to go up to 20%. I wouldn't go too far above that. I think that's probably the ceiling in terms of how much of your total calories you want to be from fat. Now here's something interesting that I picked up today. These are sprouted mung beans by Shasha Company. And so they're dried out. Let me just show you what they look like on the inside. They're dried out. And actually, let me just pour a couple out for you there so you can see. There we go. That's what they look like. Now, these are really easy to sprout yourself. You don't have to buy them, and it'd be a lot cheaper to sprout them on your own. And now these, because they are dried out, you will have to boil them for about half an hour to be able to eat them again. Or I'm experimenting here. I'm just letting them soak in the water and seeing if I can rehydrate these so that I don't have to necessarily cook them. Not that I personally have a problem with that, but if you're following a raw food, predominantly raw food or 100% raw food diet, then you don't want to cook these. And in that case, I would suggest sprouting your own. And I think I used to do it myself. It takes about a couple of days, if I remember correctly. And you don't need to buy any fancy equipment. Get yourself a mason jar and you're ready to go. Mangoes, yes, they're coming back in season finally. Oh, I've been looking forward to a fresh mango for the longest time. I haven't tried these yet. This one here looks like it's ready to go. Not bad colors. I think we're going to see better yet to come. This is just the beginning of the season. So, yeah, I'm going to be eating a lot of mangoes in the near future. Now, back to the mung beans. That's something else you need to make sure that, when you're on the high carb, that you include beans and lentils, and that because these two, again, it's a matter of quantity. How much. You don't need to eat a ton of beans. You don't need to eat a ton of lentils, but you should have it in your diet, and peas as well. It says here it's an excellent source. The mung beans are an excellent source of magnesium, iron, niacin, zinc, phosphorus, a good source of thiamine, vitamin C, and riboflavin and calcium. So you're getting lots of good stuff. And variety is really important, to be able to have a good mix of a different variety of foods on this high carb, low fat vegan diet. And that's what's going to keep you going, and that's what's going to ensure that you're getting all the nutrients that you need. Now, the nice thing about mung beans, they're really low in fat. Like if you look at the nutritional facts here, we're looking at for a serving of 360 calories, which is 3/4 of a cup dry, then you're looking at a gram of fat. So I did the calculations here. So 1 gram times 9, of course, is 9, divided by the 360 calories, and it comes to about 2.5, about 2.5% fat per serving, which is crazy. That's low. That's really low. So there you go.